Ho ho buddies from Borderline Games, I'm Gareth and today we're playing Master Detective Archives Raincode Plus. And last time we solved two of the locked room mysteries from the nailman murders. And now we're going to solve two more. We did the second one and the fourth one. The fourth one is the one that's at the clock tower. Turns out that he jumped out the window with a rope ladder, and then the second one he went out the actual door and then threw the key in and then used some string to lift the dead man's body up and then release it so it went on the key. Basically what happened. Now we're going to have a look at the other two. So I guess we'll have a look at this one, which I think is the nightclub.
This locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district.
That's right.
An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino.
I think that he went through the ventilation system. I think that's how he escaped.
If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the first locked room?
Yes, I am. Thank you, strange girl. Whee, kaboom! Alright, I'm here. Shinigami slit my throat.
Locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
Here it comes! Where did the culprit flee from?
This is where I used Halara's forte with my coalescence for the first time. Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious.
Spot selection. So, I think they went through here. Because there's the nails that clearly look like they were stepped on in order to get through this vent.
Here.
I am an expert.
I know. What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
Uh-oh, it's Seth. It's come to bum us all out.
How ludicrous.
You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master! Poking full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course!
What does that mean?
What do you mean? You know what that means? Just put a load of holes in him. Poke holes in his story. Prove him to be a liar. Okay, let's do it. Jabba. Right, so we have secret club door key. Okay, this is going to be the thing. Oops.
Chris, they used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there.
Hiya.
Even if the cover was removed.
Oh, that was wrong. Yo, do you know the vent's cover is easily removed? Are the nails really connected?
Then
If the cover was open to get through the vent, we need to figure out how it was reached in the first place. Couldn't he have used the nails? Let's check the solution keys and think it over. Okay.
How ludicrous.
Down.
That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
Bang.
Smash through this mystery. Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
Very easily disproved.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, it is, Laura.
Yeah, no
It is a bit of a pain in the ass.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah, without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
Okay, now I know there's no wind in this club.
You'll never
Is it
be
because we're in the,
such detective until you can handle a case
what's
like
it
this
called?
on your own.
Mystery... Labyrinth. Is it because we're in the labyrinth?
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
Well, that was easy.
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
Oh? What price is that?
And that is...
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway.
Does it cause amnesia, Shinigami?
So, never mind. Just concentrate on...
Have I solved it? Is it going to be that Yuma didn't want to kill somebody? Like, Yuma found out that there was a, I don't know, a person that turned out to be a murderer, and he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to, what am I trying to say? That there was someone that Yuma cared about who was a murderer. He didn't want them to get killed by Shinigami, so instead made the ultimate sacrifice and gave themselves amnesia in the process.
Got it.
That's a theory. A raincoat theory. Hi guys, you doing alright?
There it is! Another treasure! So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about, whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll? Oh, that's me! Alright, another solution key.
Oh, there he goes. His little butt.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone pen.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble.
Yeah.
And
It'd
given
have
the
to be
size
quick.
of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Keep it up, Master. This is all thanks to my training.
Alrighty. Just one more.
Let's solve the rest.
Right.
third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Are you going to the third locked room?
Well, it's the only option left, so I may as well.
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee.
So this is the one where the room is very small. No, what am I saying? Where there's a window that's very small. Right? So I think that in order to escape this one, you'd have to go through the door again, like in the second one.
At the time
And then maybe there's a way to lock the door through the window.
He was nailed to a doll inside the room.
That's right, okay.
Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in.
Oh, a nail gun is what we thought,
too
right?
small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
Where did the culprit flee from? So my first instinct... Oh! Could they still be here? Could they be in the room? That'd be interesting. So... let's try the door.
Here.
Yeah, okay, there's the door. It'd be funny if they were still
I
there.
think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but
Yep.
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
no, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting.
Could it have been an accomplice?
So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Right? Oh, that's totally it.
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma, can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Oh yeah, she is instinctively getting me to check out the window.
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Okay, so the same thing we did last time. Oh. Just teleport me there. Nice one.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Just like Santa in that naughty nice list.
Hey, maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way, the key would be found inside. Well, how about that theory?
Oh.
Is this the storage key?
Which means...
Because of the culprit, what happened to the key?
This one's a freebie!
threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
Master, hurry up and throw the key!
Well, okay.
Footing's crumbling away. You're gonna fall.
Should I do it? Yes.
This is the answer! Oh, it's still coming down!
Nope, it's not the answer. I didn't think it was the answer. It was taking too long.
Master, hurry up and throw the key! Your footing's crumbling away. You're gonna fall.
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
It's happening again. Oh.
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master, you got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
So you unlock the door. You hammer the key into the doll. You leave, and then you lock it somehow. Recreate the lock room. Because there are 2 keys. I think that's what was said, right?
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
Where's the doll? Steel ladder. Wall with the window. Painting. Where's the doll? Sculpture covered with cloth. Oh, it was in a painting, so maybe... Was it this painting? I guess it must be this painting. No.
Alright, first, take the painting.
Yes. Pop the painting up against the wall next to the window, and nail the key to the painting. Nail the doll to the painting. Right. This one, I guess?
Wait.
No.
It's too early for that step. There are other things you have to do before standing it up. The
Okay.
key will be nailed to the painting at the end, but you must nail something else on before that.
Oops. Ow. Right. Nail the key to the painting. Nail the doll to the painting.
The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up at a certain location.
You're stood up at a certain location. I don't remember. It was stood up at a... Was it the... Was it... No. Oh! Was it stood up here?
The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the
I see.
doll is right next to the window. After that...
After that, you put the key on the nail.
Hey, there's more stuff to do in this room? I'm getting bored.
Oh. Oopsie. After doing that, Do we go out?
Then the culprit went outside.
Yes,
The
we go
door was
out.
locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
What's this wall doing here?
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then...
Nailed to the painting with the doll, or hung on a nail stuck in the doll? This?
No. Think about the state the corpse was in at the time of discovery.
Okay.
The key wasn't just hanging on it. What's the next step?
Smack. Nailed to the painting with the doll.
The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from outside the window. Finally...
Pulled out the nail stuck in the doll. Knocked the painting toward the room.
I pushed the painting into the room. It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did it.
Perfectly deduced.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
It actually didn't take that much time at all, compared to the second room.
The window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me?
Those swipes are weird, aren't they? So what does that mean? What have we unlocked here?
Hey, a treasure chest! Oh, who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
Which is
How
me.
would you decide that?
Like this. I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
So how do we make any progress? What's next? We burnt down this whole forest.
That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team. Don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here?
Oh. The end.
I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask, who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
Okay, let's go. So who do you think did it?
This place is creepy.
I feel like my money's on the
Afraid to roll
priest
dice.
now.
You must keep
He's slender.
pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution.
I think he could
through a
easily
perfect
descend from a
reaction.
ladder.
Isn't that right?
Yes.
And he looks a bit like he could be a magician, and this is like a magician's ballpark, isn't it? We not go any faster, guys. Oops. Here we are. I have gathered you here today to solve the
Is
crime.
this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this?
I think it's him.
Let me out of here!
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
It could be the nun.
I have nothing to do with the case.
I believe the servant. I don't think he didn't do it.
I'm not the culprit!
He's too obvious.
Wow, they're all here.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit. To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my
Like,
opinion
consistently
has improved.
shitting on me.
These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you.
Alright, Jesus.
With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
Whoa, somebody's guilty.
Ooh, who's the culprit? Figure it out and hit him with a dramatic finger point. Make the right choice and you'll reveal a new truth. Alright. Who is the nailman?
I'm not the nailman!
I'm not the culprit.
How can I be the nailman?
I'm not the nailman!
How can I be the nailman?
I'm not the nailman!
This is fun.
How can I be?
I'm not the culprit.
We can't look at evidence right now. Oh, so it can't be the nun because she's got a broken arm. Okay. Let's rule out the nun.
How can I be the nailman?
Glasses. Is that reason enough to say no? No, can't be him. Not slander.
The nailman.
I think it's the priest.
I'm not the culprit.
Well, I hope that they weren't.
The culprit is you, Father.
Oh, I was right. Cool. I don't know why the other guy couldn't have done it, but that was a good guess.
What? That's an absolutely...
Oh, is it Seth? Here he is.
ridiculous thing to say.
Him again? Why won't he just give up?
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit. That's impossible.
Hey, men of the cloth have done terrible things in the past.
How dare you spew such nonsense?
Right! Do not make baseless accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective.
Oops.
Go on and boom kill him.
I just headbutted the mic. Whoa, what's happened to him? He became his own phantom like in the other one. Alright. Let's have a look.
I'm a man of...
So, only clergy members have access to the incinerator. The vent is too small for a person to enter or exit from. There's evidence that a string or something similar is scraped against the gap of it. That doesn't seem like it's going to be useful.
the cloth. Doubting me like this is total blasphemy. I am not the nailman. That's it! The first one to discover the bodies. The mailman is the worshipper.
Okay.
Say,
So the nailman isn't the worshipper, it's the priest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We just have to find a way to prove it. Okay.
I'm a
So-
man of the cloth.
That's not. Only clergymen have access to the incinerator. Oh! Okay. But is the worshipper a clergy member? No.
Like this. It's total blasphemy. I am not the nailman.
I need to...
That's it.
Oops.
The first one to... The nailman is the worshipper.
Okay. So I think I've got to hit the first one. Maybe?
I'm a man of the cloth.
Hey. Nope, not that one. Okay, rethink this.
I'm a man of the cloth.
So not that. Oh, at the end doesn't he say the worshippers then?
It's blasphemy. I am not the nailman. That's it. The first one to discover the bodies. The nailman is the worshipper.
Here we go.
This is the truth.
Perfect.
The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access. The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member, so he's no longer a suspect.
Shut up! Shut up! Ridiculous!
Burnt rope remains.
A member of the church is the culprit?
Let's have a look. Burnt rope remains. Victim's cause of death. There were signs of strangulation and vertical scratch marks. Okay, maybe this one's going to be useful.
Even so, I am not the culprit. There are others working for the church. Yes, there's the servant.
Ah,
The servant must be the nailman. The servant was able to commit the crimes.
nope. He was not.
Flash through this mystery.
He is not slender. As mean as that is to say.
Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
No, no, no! Absolute lies!
Okay, so... non-public information. They're all strangled. The fishing line was used in the locked room mystery of the mansion study. The key's placement implies that only someone with full use of their arms... Okay, cool. Need to use this one.
None must be the culprit. She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
She was not. Give it up, priest. Love his hair.
Locked room. The culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim. With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that, which means she's not the culprit.
Alright, should he go and kill him?
It's not the churchgoer, the servant, or the nun. There's only one option left. Father, it's you. You are the nailman.
Hey, say something quick. Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
Well...
Ah, you're useless. I am a priest in service to God.
Whoa.
I am not the nailman.
I am no longer slender. I mean, he's clearly the nailman. Look at him.
All your proof is nothing but fantasy. You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
He looks like Hades from Hercules.
A hard
Is that who, isn't it? It was called like a mix between Hades and the Joker, right?
But Master,
He was called Hades, wasn't he?
It's easy.
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is... I don't know. What do I do? What do I do?
What?
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods.
What do you mean?
In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
Alright, we're going to see what we're going to do to bluff our way out of this one next time on Borderland Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Raincode Plus Master Detective Archives, and I'll see you next time. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.